Morning friends, once again. So we have completed shallow foundations till previous video. So we'll begin with the next concept, that is deep foundation. As explained earlier, when the depth of the footing is very large compared to its width. Now you will in this diagram you will understand how the deep foundations are separated. Here the depth of the foundation is very large compared to its width of each footing is very less, no? So that is why we call it as a deep foundation. So here deep foundation is a type of foundation which transfers the building loads to the earth further down from the surface than shallow foundation. If you are constructing a shallow foundation, they may be up to here depth only. They may be up to here depth only. So but these will transfer to the larger depth. Okay, so here lower density soil, medium density, high density means what? Rigid data, normal, poor. Like this it will transfer all the loads to the rigid data if it is a bearing type of deep foundation. If it is a transfers through its surface, here the surface is there, no? If it transfers some portion of the load through here, then we call it as a friction type of pile foundation or friction type of this one. Okay, you understand, if the load is transferred using its skin or its surface area through the friction generated from the surface and the neighboring soil or sand, then we call it as a friction type of deep foundation. If it transfers through only bearing at the bottom load transfer, then we call it as bearing type of foundation. You understand the two words. Okay, now coming back to the next type. What is this? In this we have pile foundation, pier foundation, well foundation, three types of deep foundation. Okay, now in the pile foundation, what is this pile? Pile or piling is a vertical structural element of a deep foundation. Vertical element. This is called as pile element. Okay. Driven or drilled means what? The total pile component made made outside the ground and it's driven inside this one, or it is drilled like this continuous machine. Anyhow, it is going to be placed inside the ground at the building site to withstand superstructure load. Okay, it is a vertical member of the foundation. You remember, vertical member of the foundation which is driven or drilled deep inside the ground, that is called as a pile foundation. Typical diagram. Here it is a ground level. Okay, it is a ground level. Now we have first driving the piles here, driving the piles or construction of piles. Okay, at a proper distance depending upon the design. Above that there will be what? Pile cap. We have a pile cap here. Okay, so which covers all the tops of the pile such that one common cap is provided. Above that we are having what? Column construction, which is above the ground level. So pile or other type of deep foundation may be present. So here we are having column head. So in between there is a pile cap. Now in pile foundation also we have end bearing, friction bearing, combined compaction. Okay, so like this there are multiple bearing. So end bearing is nothing but simple one word I can explain you. End bearing means whatever load is coming, it is transferred here pile cap first. From the pile cap, individual piles, and only load transfer between this structure and soil is at the bottom. Only at the bottom portion, all the load, wherever the load is there, transferred here only. All the loads are transferred. So this type of load transfer mechanism is there. Then we call them as a end bearing. End means what? Here at the bottom portion. Here only load transfer will takes place. No side load transfers. No side load transfers. Okay. So end bearing pile is a long cylindrical made up of strong material which is steel or concrete. These are steel or concrete, no problem. Okay, so they are driven inside the ground up to where, up to when they reach the strong strata or hard strata. Okay, so this will carry load safely here. This will carry load safely here. Okay, so these are generally constructed for multi-story building to minimize the settlement. Okay, you can see here end bearing pile. Here what is happening, on the top side of the this one weak soil is there, bottom is stronger soil is there. So piles are taken into the deep strata. Here only load transfer is there, so that is why this red arrow mark is shown. Now come to this friction bearing. Friction bearing means what? You can see in this diagram only. Okay. So there is a load transfer from where to where? From this area, this surface area of this pile to the neighboring soil. To the neighboring soil. Like this, whenever load is coming on this pile, some pressure or friction is exerted here. Friction is exerted from the soil. So in that way it will carry the load through the friction. It will carry the load through friction. In this diagram you can see load is on coming top. So like this it will come. This will oppose friction. This will oppose friction. So generally this is adapted in gravel type of soil or sandy type of soil. I hope it is clear now. Gravel or sandy type of soil, we generally go for friction type of files. We can go for friction type of files. Okay. So we call it as skin friction. What do you mean by skin friction? Skin is what? Outside area, no? Skin is outside. So all the people will have skin where? Inside or outside? Outside of the body, no? So through that you are transferring the load to the soil by developing the friction between the surfaces. We call it as friction bearing piles. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now we have combined also, no? So if load is very large, if you have pile and pile cap which transfers the load at the bottom also and the sides also, bottom also sides also, that time we can call it as a combined end bearing and friction pile. Combined end bearing and friction pile. Okay, so here they is generally pass through the granular soils, means what, here sand is there or gravels are there, as well as at the bottom hard strata is there. So that time if you make the surface of these piles rougher rougher, then load will transfer through side friction also and end bearing also. Okay, both way possible. So these are called as end bearing piles. So compaction file, just we'll go to the diagram first, then you will understand. Here compaction is what is making, you are inserting the vertical members. You are inserting the vertical members, we call them as piles only, at very close interval. At very close interval, that time it will compact the soil. It will compact the soil. What is compaction will do to the soil property? So we have studied, no, improvement of SBC in soil. We have seen one method, that is compaction method. We have seen this one, we have studied. So by compacting this, the SBC of the soil is increased. That is why we are calling it as a compaction file. It's called as compaction file. Okay, so piles, to make this soil compact, they should be at closer intervals. If you see this one, what is written here? Okay, these are used to compact the loose granular soil, thus increases their bearing capacity. The compaction piles do not carry the load. This is very important. Compaction piles do not carry the load. These may be weaker material made up of timber, also bamboo also. Okay, the piles can be made up of timber and bamboo because they don't carry the load. They are just here to compact the soil. Okay, so this tube is driven to compact, and again it is taken out, and that whatever gap is left now, it is filled with the some sand. It is filled with the sand. What is happening here? The first they are drilling. So like this they are continuously drilling. So in the drilling procedure, compaction is happening. So after this one, these hollow spaces is filled with sand, one of the method, that's all. In general, you can understand, compaction pile just compact the soil by placing or driving the piles in a closer spacing, but they don't carry the loads, that's all. I hope it is clear now. Now, that is the next type of foundation, that is a pier foundation. It's called as pier foundation, which is also called by the name drilled caisson foundation. Drilled caisson foundation. First, see this diagram. This pier foundation consists a cylindrical column. Okay, cylindrical column of large diameter to support and transfer the larger superimposed load to the firm strata. Compared to the previous type of foundation, that is pile foundation are very deep, but cross section is less. Very less. Compared with them, this pier or drilled caisson foundations have shallow depth, but its cross section is larger. Now it is clear. Pile foundations are deep but smaller in cross section. This pier foundation or drilled caisson foundations are shallow in depth but larger in diameter. Okay, is that okay? So these are generally used for construction or foundation for bridge. So generally foundation for bridge, what you call bridge pier, no? So that is why we are calling it as a pier foundation. Okay. So here you can see in this small diagram. Okay, pile foundation, pier foundation, both are there. Okay, it is not combined. Okay, by copying this one, two separate photos have placed one above the other. This is totally separate foundation for some other building. This is also some other building, but when just putting the image here, I just put it one above the other. Okay, don't get confusion. This is the schematic representation of drilled caisson or pier foundation. Can say drilled means what? It is circular and coming and drilling. Helical shape, it is called as helical shape. Bottom is helical in shape. Okay, it acts as what? Anchor. It acts as one anchor. Okay, in this next type of foundation is what? Next type of foundation, well foundation. It's called as well foundation or caisson foundation. Well or caisson. Okay, so it is a full bigger, still larger, and its load carrying capacity is also very large. So this question, drilled caisson, pier foundation, well foundation, caisson foundation, have been asked in the exam so many times. A lot of times these diagrams and explanations are asked. So this time also expected question. Okay, so it is one big structure. Just remember the components. So every foundation, its main function is to transfer the load from the top to the bottom. That's all. But construction methodology, for what structure it is serving, all those conditions will change that. So here at the bottom, first see here, outside are drilled first. These vertical members, these are called as staining. These are called as staining. Okay, this is one member, another member. For drilling easiness, you have cutting edge, no? So whenever some member has to be inserted inside the ground, then it should have what? Cutting edge. So we have seen this same type of diagram in the soil collection methods, no? Sample collection method, site investigation. Do you remember? So whatever the samples to collect when that element is inserted, it should have cutting edge. So it is cutting edge here. So this bottom element itself is called as curve. It's called as curve. Okay. So now curve and cutting edge are there at the bottommost, and this vertical element is called as staining body. Staining body. So above that, you come what? To cover this area, you are just putting the top plug. Plug is nothing but one cap kind of a thing. Before putting the club, whatever the gap is there, no, it is sand filled. It is filled with the sand. Okay, make it more stronger. It is filled with the sand. So at the bottom, you should put a plug also, no. So that is called as bottom plug. First, inserted this one. Bottom plug is made. Okay, and sand is filled. Above that, top plug is provided, and this top plug, just there is above that there is a well cap, two structures to cover that one, well cap. Okay, above that this pier will come. Pier pier foundation, that bottommost portion is there, no, pier or the supporting structure for the wall. Okay, here you can see well foundation are box like structures. They may be in circular or rectangular. This may be in cross section, may be circle or rectangle. Okay, rectangle, which are sunk from the surface of either land or water to the desired depth. This may be land also, this may be water also, water up to here. But when you go deeper and deeper, there may be beneath the river also there may be firm ground, no. So in the river also you can drill this wells or caissons. So next photo it is explaining that one only. So this well foundation beneath the water also they are going to construct, and this is taken to the top surface. This is taken to the top surface. Okay. So they are much larger in diameter than the pier foundation. Okay. So that one is pier foundation. This is well foundation. This is well foundation. Do remember the points here. It what are the components and where it is constructed. Okay, so just understand it is a big structure, larger diameter for heavy transfer such as bridge panels and everything, and it may be constructed in the ground or in the water also, but in water it is taken deeper from the bed level. First bottom plug is there, cutting edge and vertical elements which are called as staining body. Okay, so curve stones are also there. So sand is filled, top plug is made, well cap is provided, piers are constructed. Simple, no? So here pier foundation, only circular body, which may be rectangular, triangle. Okay, so same construction is same, but these are for smaller load carrying members, well are bigger load carrying members. Okay, typical example. Okay, the same thing explained in this one. You can see well foundation or pier foundation. We are not here to distinguish between what is well and what is pier. Both structures are similar only, but the load carrying capacity is more. You can see this one, pier foundation. Here under ground it is constructed, and above the well cap is provided here. Well cap. Above this, this portion has come. This portion has come. Okay. I hope it is clear now. Well foundation. Here also you can see bigger one. It is called as drilled caisson because drilled inside the water. Drilled inside the water. Okay. In the pier foundation, what we have seen, the pier foundation, the total structure may be made up of masonry. The total structure made up of concrete may be possible, no? So if it is constructed using stones or bricks, then we call it as masonry pier. If it is made up of concrete, then we call it as concrete, drilled caisson of concrete. Okay, masonry pier, hard strata, wall. Here hard strata, the bottommost portion of bell is called as the bottommost portion of this pier